let's get started. I'm going to light some Palo Santo just to do a quick intention set here. Ooh, did you hear that? Boom. All right. Holy Spirit, thank you so much for the viewer. I ask that you would bring to the forefront of their mind whatever it is they need to know most right now in this very moment. Thank you that I get to be a messenger of hope, healing, guidance. Help me to shelf my own stuff, my own thoughts, shelf those so that I can come forward with a clear, concise message for my viewer right now. And I bind any negative energy. I bind anything rooted in fear, any self-doubt, any confusion. We clear that now. I bind any negative entity that exalts itself against the truth of who you are, Spirit. And I loose your supernatural peace to flow through every fiber of my viewer's being. Body, soul, spirit, heart, mind, will, and emotions. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. All right, we're going to start with a couple oracle cards and some tea leaves. What does my viewer need to know right now? We have risk. Be aware or you will have to be aware. Be aware or you will have to beware. Do not deny the risk and hazards that you see. Okay. I'm hearing one more. We'll get one more from this deck. Obstacles. Do not dwell on how you're going to surmount obstacles presently in your way. Okay. Bottom of the deck is distractions. When you're trying to solve a problem, you will often be tested by distractions. Okay, we'll take all three of those. This is throwing me off. Don't dwell on how you're going to surmount obstacles. I'm a problem solver, and this is asking you to be aware. Maybe Spirit is just asking you to be aware of what's in front of you and to choose to pour into yourself rather than to try to solve any problems at this time. Maybe stillness is the answer, is what this is trying to say. We've got a butterfly. This symbolizes transformation. We've got a few butterflies here. The heron, though, is what got highlighted to me. Okay, so yeah, it's a good starting message. Let's see, I'll just put these, just to remind us, we'll put those over here. Yeah, so to cut distractions or recognize things for what they are. But if you choose to turn a blind eye, and maybe choosing to turn a blind eye puts you in like the default mode of being the problem solver, and you're being asked right now, no, don't try to solve anything. Just recognize it for what it is and be still. Let's see. We also have this animal oracle deck too. Give me one card from here, please, for my viewer. Nightingale. You know what? I saw that on here. One of these. Yeah, I wasn't sure if this was a nightingale or what, but I was wondering what kind of bird that was. I think that's a nightingale. And we have 41, which reduces to 5, which represents either conflict or big changes. I like to look at 5 as grace. That's my personal meaning for it, but I know like spiritually it's commonly known as big changes. But give yourself grace. Yeah, we have this butterfly. Also, another butterfly. You may be going through some kind of transformation, and we have multiple dark nights of the souls, right? It's not like you're one and done. I'm changed, I'm healed, I'm whole. Woo! Yay, let's go rock life. No, we're constantly evolving and growing and changing. So you may be needing, and this one has a crown on its head, so you may be needing this reminder right now to give yourself grace for the season you're in. And remember who you are. Remember that you're divinely protected and guided. This also made me think of a phoenix, but so you could be going through some kind of transformation or transmuting some kind of pain currently in your life. And it says love is all around. Yeah, remember that you come from love, you are love, you return to love. So if there are obstacles and distractions, things that seem risky, risking your heart maybe, with the love here, just be aware, be the observer, but don't take action at this time. Just observe and remember who you are. I like that. All right, now let's get some tea leaves. Oh, did you see that? It just totally fell. Okay. What do we have? Give me like 5. Okay, we'll take all this. And I have this habit of taking the bottom of the deck. I can't help it. Bottom of the deck, we have the grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay. Casket, someone going out of your life or at the end of a situation. Again, this echoes that transformation vibe. Endings, new beginnings. I'm shaky, guys, because I've started a fast again, and the first 24 to 30 hours are my hardest. So, romance, celebration, party. Okay, I did kind of like allude to maybe love taking, having some kind of effect or something heart-centered. We have skull, hidden secrets can harm you. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. All right. We're just collecting data points right now. Heart, great happiness. Okay, that is perfect with the fan with the romance celebration party. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. Okay, yeah, pull yourself up. If you are feeling this lull or this sadness over an ending, force yourself to go out, have fun. Even if going out and having fun doesn't necessarily mean like being around people. Because I have both sides to me, very social and very loner, but you can go out and have fun by just going on like a walk or going like, I don't know where you are in the world, but some kind of nature walk or hike or somewhere that actually like brings you peace and joy and fills you up, fills your cup. Lightning, control your anger or you'll be sorry. Woo! Hidden secrets can harm you. So if there's something that you're hiding, or someone is hiding something from you and you discover that, and that maybe like gives like a spike of anger or jealousy, maybe that's what needs the careful handling. The situation needs careful handling. I want to tap into romance, celebration, great happiness, time to go out and have fun. We'll do a self-help card for self-love first. Oh, this fell off. So we have the letter A for adventure. Okay, yeah, go out, have fun, find an adventure. We've got attraction that also fell. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. Yeah, there's a clear message about just go out and seek adventure. Go out and have fun. Surround yourself with what brings happiness, what brings joy. Time to go out, have fun, go on an adventure, and maybe, just maybe, the universe surprises you with a love of a lifetime, just unexpectedly like that. But let me tap into the self-love. I don't think this is a love reading, but it is coming up. So, woo, oh, it's quite a bit. Let's read them all. All right. I am the author of my story. My true self is perfect. Yeah, there's no reason to hide any part of you because what is that Dr. Seuss quote? Those who matter don't mind and those who mind don't matter. Just be who you are, be yourself, and you automatically, that's like putting you in the same pool as your people. My presence is my power. Today I show up for me. I breathe in confidence and I exhale fear. I am unstoppable. Anything is possible for me. Yeah, so just remembering who you are and telling fear to fuck it, Fear is such an illusion, and it just compounds, and then it becomes this huge thing that never should have been any source of any authority over you or your life. I'm the author of my story. You are the author of your story. You get to choose how it unfolds day to day, moment by moment, hour by hour. Show up for yourself. Yeah, today I show up for me. My presence is my power. Confidently. You're unstoppable. All of this is speaking to remembering who you are. I think I'm going to stop there on go out, have fun, find adventure. Love will find you if that's on your mind at all. And we have a meeting with a stranger could be important. Maybe that's that attraction or that connection when you're just out doing your own thing, doing what brings you joy. But yeah, I do sense that there's something here around just like a deep heaviness or sadness. Let me see if this is around love or the heart space. Alone time, yeah. Bottom of the deck, psychic connection. There's a strong psychic connection between you and this person. He or she thinks exactly the same way as you. Your intuition, here's the part. Your intuition is telling you the right thing about this situation and this person. Trust yourself. Just trust yourself. All will work out as long as you completely give yourself the power to believe in yourself and to believe what you're feeling, what you're knowing. You know, you're not crazy. So maybe there's someone that you did have, or maybe you thought you had a spiritual connection with them. Probably did. I mean, people come into our lives for all kinds of reasons. But alone time coming out with this casket card, spending time alone and apart keeps a relationship interesting and balanced. This card also indicates a time apart and being single, hermit mode. Yeah, so there's been some kind of ending, I think, to maybe a connection that was just starting. I don't think I'm going to dive into that for you because I haven't even begun your reading yet. But I guess it wouldn't be fair if I didn't dive into that a little bit. All right. Let's dive into that. What can you tell me about this person leaving my viewer's life, or the situation that felt spiritual, felt like the right connection, and now there's a need for time apart? What can you tell us about this? Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Negativity, frustration, Page of Cups. Maybe they just invested very little in the connection. But let's see, we've got a King of Wands here, holding on to the past. But there's balance. Ten of Pentacles, separation. Yeah. Or just this general sense of loss. And it's hard for you to move on. And you're really trying to keep your own footing and stay balanced amidst the waves of emotions that you're going in and out of. Like one day you feel fine and the next day you feel like fuck, you know? Situations in the balance that require careful handling. I think that's your heart. I think it's your emotions. I mean, Two of Pentacles is a card of like juggling and balance, and I know pentacles represent the material, but I'm really drawn to the waves and the ships and just the ebb and flow of your heart and your emotions, your emotional space concerning the separation, and the Six of Swords in reverse. Having a difficult time moving on and forgiving and moving forward away from whatever happened here. And this is you, King of Wands, masculine energy that's magnetic, charismatic, just real confident, you know? And that's where I think these confidence, remember who you are. Like this situation may have temporarily like set you back in your confidence of yourself. Love is always all around you, regardless of what's going on in relationships, you know, regardless if you're in a season of going inward and growing, you know, apart, or growing not apart from each other, but growing just solitude, hermit mode, you know? Okay, I'm going to just clear these away. Actually, no, I'll just scooch them over there. Sorry, I know it's a mess, but this is how I do it. All right, we're going to thank you, Spirit, for that insight. I love this for you, though. You need to remember who you are. You decide how your life unfolds. You are powerful. You are strong. You are confident. You're the King of fucking Wands, you know? You attract everything to you. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings flow through you. Not come to you, they flow through you. So you're a conduit. You're a conduit of abundance, of joy, of love, of peace, of life to everyone around you. And just, I think this is really, I'm really feeling like just highlighting significance of your royalty, your power, your purpose here, is so much greater than you're seeing right now. All right, let's go ahead and tap into what does my viewer need to know about the recent past. Show me the past. Show me what's on the horizon. The bridge. Show me the bridge. The road. Show me the road. Ooh, Ace of Wands sideways, but I always have a rule, like if it's facing right, I always go upright. What is the obstacle? Oh, damn. That popped right up. And then we need the sunrise for my person. Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. Just peek here. In the split, we have this feeling of sadness, feeling rejected. But look, this is depicted with a black cat, and the Queen of Wands usually has her black cat. And you being the King of Wands, I think you also have, we both have feminine, masculine energies. I think you may feel this way, but you still know who you are. You still have a sense of independence. It's like, okay, no matter how hard life gets, I know no matter how sad or how hard or whatever life throws at me, it may be hard, but I know how to get through it. So even though you may be feeling low energy or just low whatever at the moment right now, you still have this knowledge that you have what it takes to persist and to overcome. And maybe that's where that one card said about don't try to overcome obstacles right now. Just be still, because that's your natural tendency is to just push through, persist. Like you're a fixer, you're a doer, you're a go-getter. Like there's no problem I can't solve energy, but right now you're just being asked to be still and to feel. Yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse. So instead of being gung-ho, charge ahead, using your intellect to solve things, just back off, be still, allow yourself to rest and to feel this fully. Whatever it is you're going through right now, feel it fully. Yeah, the dogs agree. Sorry, my neighbor's dogs are so barky. They bark at everything. And even mine, inside the house, you can hear them faintly. They bark in tandem at each other, even though one's outside and one's inside. Okay. Let's tap into the recent past. Now, time is fluid, so this could be 5 seconds ago, or it could be 5 weeks ago, 5 days ago. There was some kind of decision here with the Two of Wands in the recent past. What does my viewer need to know about the recent past? Whoa. Okay, we'll take it. Involving love. Oh my gosh. Ace of Cups in reverse. So that death, that separation, that ending. Oof. Yeah, it's weighed very heavy on your heart. Okay. Let's see what popped out for the past. Got a whole pile here. Sorry, I'm not going anywhere. We can take time with this. Oh, look, there's the King of Wands. There you are. Mr. Confident, Mr. Passionate, Mr. On the shit. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. So in the recent past, there was some kind of new beginning, which we saw was with the Ace of Cups here, was pertaining to matters of the heart. What happened? This card, look at this card. Oh, this was my card of the day, the Chariot. Okay. New beginning. I'm going to put these two together because here's the story. You were feeling yourself. I'm feeling myself, feeling confident, feeling the spark. There was this gift from the universe that just dropped into your lap, this connection. Remember, we're clarifying the past with this decision. This could have been past life. Maybe that's why it felt spiritual. That spiritual card here. Maybe that's why maybe it's something that felt so intense. And you're not going to settle for less than that. You're like, I want my divine counterpart. I don't want anything less. 6 of Cups. Yeah, with the Seven of Cups. So really, oh, see, I'm so shaky. It's so crazy. Um, get out of my tea. There's a fly in here because my son came in here to get the iPad and he left the door open. And I have this random fly that won't go away. Dang it. Now I gotta make new tea. All right, we can always make new tea. And you know what? I think that's pertinent because this looks like holiday tea or holiday punch. You can always make new tea. There's, even if you feel like this was a once in a lifetime connection, you don't know. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a once in a lifetime connection up until this point in your life, but you don't know. There are people that you haven't met yet. You still have many, many, many moons to go, my friend. But yeah, there's some kind of, you've had all these options, right? Or idealization, or like you've had this idea of who this person would be to you, and you felt like you found it, and then all of a sudden there was that separation or ending, because there's this regret here with the Five of Cups. See, there's the Two of Cups, that soulmate energy, but there's this focusing on the shattered glasses. I wonder if you had to break free. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we saw that Five of Pentacles, that rejection energy, but I think maybe you're the one that had to walk away and free yourself in order to feel fulfillment. Maybe the pain of staying, maybe there was some kind of dynamic between the two of you that was really painful, and the pain of staying in that was greater than the pain of walking away. So we had this gift on your doorstep, this connection, right? And then there was some kind of sadness, regret, Page of Pentacles, planning, sticking to your goals. This is the Seven of Swords, but I like to read this as strategic, making a plan. Yeah, like just cutting your losses. Like, see how the shelves are empty, and it's like, okay, you're seeing the situation as it's not reciprocating. Like, it's not giving back to me. What you're pouring in is not pouring back into you. So I'll cut my losses. I'll take your records. I don't need them. You know, I'll take my sweater. What does it say? Take your cat and leave my sweater. We have nothing left to weather, but you'll think of me. Yeah, I feel like it's a bittersweet ending. You'll think of me. Maybe you even sometimes think about how you can fix it, but you're being asked to not fix it. But you had to walk away. You had to be strategic, plan. This is breaking free. Eight of Swords in reverse. Taking your power back to move forward with your life towards fulfillment. The Chariot, the World, forward action, success, victory. Yeah, it's like this connection, as destined and as fateful as it felt, was holding you back. And it sucks because you really feel like this is past life, soulmate, like high-ranking love. And even though this is Seven of Cups, doesn't that snowman look sad? It's just kind of like, I guess it is what it is. So that's where that balance, I think, comes in, where you need to balance between allowing yourself to grieve and just feel what you need to feel, and also allow yourself to bask in the victory of your forward movement in life. What's coming up on the horizon is Four of Pentacles. We'll clarify this. The road, though, between this past situation and what's coming up on the horizon is the Ace of Wands. And I'm not reading that as lust. I'm reading that as like creative new ideas. Fresh spark. Okay. What is this Ace of Wands on the road? Yeah, laying down the burdens of the past and finally just keeping the one thing. You're getting rid of all of these wands except for one. The one that's going to propel you forward into success, into stardom. I mean, we saw the Chariot. We saw the Six of Wands. We saw the World. Like, there's so much ahead of you. And that's where you're at now, is you have decided to lay this burden down. But there are moments when it comes back and it haunts you. And that's where that Two of Pentacles, the need for balancing it, comes in. But you're choosing to carry one wand, one torch forward, some kind of something to do with your career, your business, your life, whatever sparks inspiration, creativity, whatever brings you joy. That's what you're holding on to, and that's what's guiding you away from that pain of the past towards a stable, abundant future. Although I see your challenge is the King of Pentacles, and what's on the horizon is the Four of Pentacles. And I know a lot of readers read that as clinging, and it really looks like clingy, but I'm reading this as an increase in your financial and material stability. Maybe because you shut your heart off, and that's always a challenge, right? Is we don't want hurtful experiences to shut us down and harden our hearts. It's a very careful line to like keep your heart soft and open while also moving forward and focusing inward on yourself, on your success, on your own future, your own present life, you know? Yeah. Okay, let me see. Oh, yeah, look at, oh my gosh, you can't make this up. There's the Lovers on the split, and here's the King of Swords, and the Four of Swords. In reverse, a need for rest. So this is like definitely shutting your heart down after this love situation, and you're being asked to balance, yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse. You're asked to find peace within, balance. And I think your knee-jerk reaction to control the situation for yourself is to just shut your heart off, you know, when really there's some kind of fine line, some kind of, and I'm trying to figure it out myself, so you're not alone in that. But there's this need for, the way to control it is to actually embrace your gifts, embrace your talents, find the spark within that opens up opportunity for yourself, for your business, for the King of Pentacles. Let's see. Let me see this obstacle here. The King of Pentacles. Four of Wands. You're ready to give. You're ready to give. Yeah, that's your obstacle. Bottom of the deck is focused effort. Seven of Cups. You were ready to pour everything into this connection. Your heart was so open. Six of Pentacles, reciprocation. You feel like you're at a point in your life where the only missing piece is that spiritual connection, that partner, that someone to love, someone to pour into. You know you're a catch. You know your worth. You know your value. This may have like kind of gave you a hit, like made you doubt yourself a little bit. But you won't be down for long. But your challenge is that your heart was so wide open and ready to give. You have this whole kingdom. Look at, he's got sustenance, he's got grapes and carrots and pentacles, and this king is standing here like, I'm offering all of who I am, all of who I've built, my heart, my soul, my blood, my sweat, my tears. I'm offering this to you. Look at this, reminds me of like the kings, like the royal people who go through the streets and throw money out to the peasants. You're just like, you just want to give. Your heart is so pure and so open and ready to just give. You're ready for, like, look at this little turtle, looks like he's dreaming of like this is that marriage card, Four of Wands. Happy family, celebrations, marriage, 1111, twin flame, whatever, like the whole divine counterpart thing. You are ready for that. And you thought you found it. But there's that Five of Cups again. So I think your challenge, because this is your challenge, right? Even though, yes, you are ready, like you are ready to give and receive love in a healthy way. There's no question there. The challenge is to release this and let it go. And maybe it returns to you later. Maybe they weren't the one ready. Did you think of that? Maybe they had secrets and hidden things that would cause problems that you didn't realize. So your challenge is to overcome this grief, the sadness, the regret every time you think of the situation and you try to like figure it out and try to solve it and like, what? No, there's got to be a logical reason. Just let it go. Don't try to solve it. Just let it be. Let it just, again, to the very beginning of the obstacles that you're just being called to just perceive and observe. You are a catch. You are stable. You are secure. And you want to give in every way possible to someone deserving of your love and your abundance. And maybe you saw this person as deserving. Maybe they didn't see themselves as deserving, and that's possibly where that block came in. You know what? Let's ask, Spirit, did this person see themselves as deserving of my viewer? My viewer's love and attention and affection and abundance. Oh, okay. Strength in reverse, I would say no. We have the Magician, we have the Hierophant. They desired this. They wanted this life with you. The Cheshire Cat, though, I'm thinking maybe this person has their shadow self has a tendency to chameleon. Like maybe they ghosted, it came back. It was like an on and off of like, I'm here, I'm not here. Same with like the caterpillar smoke. Like it's like illusions and fading in and out. So their own insecurities cause them to show up and back away, show up and back off, show up and back off. And strength in reverse. Oh my gosh. And then there's Judgment. So there's still more for them. They need to answer the call and step into, release these old ways and step into the knowing of who they are divinely, Look she just looks like a scared little girl clinging to the steer. But in reverse, it's insecurity, self-doubt. She didn't feel worthy of this connection, and that fucked with your head, And the outcome here is rest, peace. And that just totally, I think it just all comes together from the very start of just don't try to figure it out. Don't try to make sense of it. Just allow yourself to just heal and to be and to find your footing again, because you have so much victory, success. We had with the chariot, with the Chariot and the Six of Wands, the World. You're not wrong, though. I do believe this is like, maybe they come back down the road. That's a possibility. Let me see the Six of Cups. I really don't like reading about reunion stuff, but whatever. We'll use my Disney villains. Show me the Six of Cups. Is this person going to circle back around? Is there unfinished business here? Two of Pentacles. If they do come back, they're just going to juggle you like they did before, or that in and out. Seven of Cups. Strength in reverse. Yeah, there's been no changes. So they're still the same. They haven't healed. If they come back around, it'll only be because they miss how you made them feel. Because they haven't figured out how to find their own strength and self-worth within. You made them feel whole and complete and loved. And then when push came to shove, they would back away because that love would overwhelm them, and then they would tap into, whoa, wait a minute. This is scaring the shit out of me. I'm not worthy of this. I don't deserve this. The fear would kick in. But the outcome, rest, mental peace. This deck keeps staring at me. It's not a tarot deck, but we'll grab a card from here. Rise. I think that's appropriate. Play as medicine. Go out and have fun. Rise. Let's read about it from the little booklet. This makes me think of like swords in your back that have been pulled out. And when like in movies when there's like, it's like, no, don't take the knife out, because then they're going to bleed out. So I view this as like all the knives were pulled out of your back, you're healing, and all this energy that's been leaking from you, from those wounds, from the situation, are being divinely healed. I know this sounds silly, but I thought of cupping technique for massage, how it like brings all the blood to the surface, and it actually like softens the fascia and like releases trauma from the body. You're healing, and the divine is actually healing you, and you don't need to do a thing. All you need to do is rest, relax, and allow yourself to regenerate from the inside out. But let's go ahead and read Rise. And it's card 49, so that would reduce down to 4. Rise. The flame within me has been burning since before I arrived, and it will continue forever after. a knowing radiating out of my divine spine, the sacred column that connects me to the core of this earth. There's nothing in my way. I choose. I direct. Right? You're the author of your story. I choose. I direct. I rise with all of my being. This energy, invisible, vibrating from my body, is the starting point. I reclaim my wholeness. It is my right to exist on this physical plane in the unique way that I am called to. Thank you, Earth, for receiving my touch, for carrying me, and for inspiring the beauty and resilience that I need now. Thank you, Earth, for receiving my touch and carrying me. Yeah, I think you need to get out in nature alone. Go do something fun, or even if it's just with your friends and go camping. I don't know. Do something playful and fun, but involving nature, because there's something connecting to nature healing you, supporting you through this as you heal. And it inspires new creative ideas and endeavors, inspiring beauty, and gives you the resilience required to overcome all of this and to rest and let it go, let it be. Let's get a final message. Esther. Oh my gosh, the past is over. Let your true self step forward. Wow, mic drop. The past is over. Let your true self step forward. Okay. All right, my friend, I hope this brought peace to your heart. I hope there was something in here that gave you clarity, gave you comfort, and really spoke to that part of you that needs to balance between the suffering and the joy. You can hold both and still move forward towards your success. You don't have to shut your heart down completely. Just remember who you are and let the past lie in the past. All right. Mwah. Bye-bye.